Say what it is, what it ain't, what it might be. Family, it's your brother D. Demond King with a quick word of motivation, inspiration, and urban ingenuity to help you navigate your situation. And as always, we trying to do it God's way. You know, life, man, it throws all kinds of curveballs, but it's filled with so many delights and pleasures. And as the old song goes in the Christian church, my good days definitely outweigh my bad days. But I think about when our parents, our grandparents, our mothers, our fathers, when they encourage us to pray and to ask God for wisdom, when they encourage us to have patience, when they encourage us to live well and treat everybody right. Sometimes in the midst of the hustle and bustle of life, they fail to tell us why. And I think that's so important as a man of faith, as someone who has a calling and a gift to be an administrator over the ideas of faith, and to be a teacher and to be a preacher, to proclaim the gospel of my unique faith tradition, to proclaim the good news, the gospel of Jesus Christ, and the righteousness of God, and the promise of and the hope for eternity by way of faith, and to help people navigate that faith. Because we live in a time where if you live long enough, you will arrive at a place where you will begin to question more intently the meaning of life, your legacy, your deeds, your actions, what you're leaving behind, and the impact of your decisions and your actions and your belief has on other people, while extracting the most meaningful and rich things out of this life. And you have to do this while managing your own purpose, while holding on to a sense of purpose, discovering that purpose, dealing with your identity and the variety of identities that you'll come across in your lifetime, and appeal and adapt to social norms. What is it to be a man? What is it to be a woman? What is it to be a father? What is it to be a husband? What is it to be a wife, a son, a daughter, a member of the family? And when you think about the human family, when you think about the human race, if you can conceptualize it as a family, you will understand and discover that this family is dysfunctional, and it would be easy to isolate yourself and do well for yourself, and to take control and solidify a good quality of life for your immediate family, which is the foundation. The Bible scripture tells us that charity, which is another form of love, begins and starts at home. So yes, you should be laboring to establish that as a foundation, as a springboard. But when you think about the entirety of our family, the human family, treating each other well, living righteously, not being so attached to things, because that attachment to the temporalness of things brings about suffering. But having the understanding that headaches do happen in life, heartaches, hardships do happen in life. There will be trials, there will be tribulations. Knowing that, but resting assured that you also go through and come out of most of your situations. Most of the trials of your life, if you look back, most of us experience God, or the hand of God, or the universe, or whatever serves as your instrument of observation for your faith and your hope for the future. You do realize that time is an instrument of God, and just as you scraped your knee as a third grader many years ago, that wound, that scab, the healing has come and gone. And like most trials and struggles and hardships, or change, right? Because not all things are bad, right? Change comes with time. Arriving at a destination comes with time. And so I think that as a leader, a man, a woman of God, a preacher, a pastor, a CEO, a business person, a mayor, a council member, a congressman, a senator, a president. It's important to understand those unique qualities and that fragileness of other people when you are leading and responsible for the souls and the care and the spiritual matters of those individuals. When people share things with you, when they trust you to pour into you their challenges, and they look for you to go to God, to pray for them on their behalf, to even listen, to be a sounding board for them, you have to take that with a serious, intentional responsibility. So as you take charge of leading, and you are intentional with the transformation and the intentionality that comes with leadership, don't allow your position to exalt yourself above other people. Yes, God has given you a unique gift to seek him and to find reasoning and find ways to have spiritual wisdom commingle with the intellect so that you can express tools and resources and help people recognize the voice and the sign of God. Because most people will pray to God, will turn to the universe or whatever your practice is, your meditations, whatever. And when God delivers us from or into the thing that we requested and asked him for, we won't recognize when it's happening because we've never really learned how to hear the voice of God. So I'm sharing that to hopefully encourage someone, some man, some woman, some child to learn how to see God in all things so you can hear God specifically for the things that you're turning to him for. This has been your brother D. Damon King. I just want to encourage you to keep walking with God, to keep pursuing righteousness, to keep living right, to keep seeing God's glory in all things, the birds in the air, the clouds, the air you breathe, and to embrace the commonality of humanity. And remember, you don't have to live the rest of your life living unqualified. Stay connected to your brother D. Damon King or all the popular social networking sites at capital D, capital D-E-M-O-N-D, capital K-I-N-G, and make sure you log on to ddamonking.com. Peace.